Okay, just kidding. No music today, just Rust. Hello. I decided that I need to do a little bit more of linked listing in Rust because that linked list yesterday was apparently a really hard piece of code. So what I'm going to do today is just basically try to implement a single linked list, single link linked list. And when that fails, then I'll basically switch to typing in a double linked list, which someone was kind enough to link on the chat for me. So okay, let's switch to the desktop and let's go. Okay, first of all, I need to do, where am I? I'm in Rust, perfect. So cargo new single list. Let's go to single list, let's go to source, and let's sublime main. Perfect. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually look at the source code which I had yesterday as well, which I've written, which didn't work. But, well, I've written it, so I might as well look at it. Okay, and let's try to... camera is so 1 FPS, okay, but it works now. Okay, that's weird. I didn't do anything. Yeah, that's... I don't know. I might look at some point on what's like review my setup again. But okay. By the way, today's moderator is Foxtrot Charlie, who, because this stream is like super like impromptu, basically just made right now. I didn't expect any moderators to be here, but apparently Foxtrot Charlie is. I'm very grateful. Hello, hello. And perfect. So, okay, I totally failed with the linked list yesterday. So let's try with a linked list today again. But this is going to be a single link linked list, basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a struct called list, which might or might not need this, like a lifespan, basically. And what I need is a start, like the first node. But the first node is not going to be a node. It's going to be likely some mutable list, which would be node, basically, mutable node. And this is it, basically. So let's go this direction. Maybe I can even like make it a little bit easier on myself, but no, let's go with this. And then I'm going to make another struct, which is a node. Which also I guess has some lifespan. And here what I'm going to do is I'm kind of going to sneak a peek what I did yesterday. Not some option, by the way, and option, and this is the type, because some I'm going to write later. Yeah, so there we go. Oh yeah, and it needs a lifespan as well. So this is going to be the lifespan. I wonder, like, does this need a lifespan, or like does like Am I putting the lifespan in the proper place? That's kind of another question. Like maybe I should be putting it. Maybe like no, like option should have a lifespan. Well, I don't know. Okay, let's just continue. Then we go with a node. So a node is going to just have one, optionally one, like pointer, like link to another node. And this is also going to have the same lifespan, basically lifetime. And then I need some data. And I think this is it. So this is way simpler than what I did yesterday. Cool. So now what I need is I need to implement I wonder if I need to implement a factory for node in case this is like, maybe I need to. Okay, well, let's implement it and let's then remove it and see what happens. So, okay, that's an implementation with live. I wonder why do I need to like repeat myself here. But okay, whatever. Then I just need this. And what it returns is a node of a given lifespan, basically. Is it lifespan or lifetime? Lifespan would be a little bit better, but whatever. And then what I return here is basically next is going to be none, and data is going to be I. And I don't think I need anything else here. Cool. So now what I need as well is I need an implementation for list, where the lifespan is going to be like this. By the way, I have no idea what I'm doing. If you're wondering, if you're the first time here, I'm just learning Rust. These are like my first steps with Rust. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. I'm just typing in code like a monkey right now. Because, you know, monkey see, monkey do, and I saw some Rust code on the first couple of hours, and now I'm trying to copy the code which I saw. I did read a little bit of documentation on the last live stream, but yeah. Wait, what am I doing? Focus. Pub new, and that's it. And it returns a list of a given lifespan or lifetime. And then what I do is do I need to do anything funny here? I actually don't need to do anything weird. So I just do this start none, and that's it. Like literally that's it. Then I need something to push an item in. So let's do this push. And I get a mutable self. And the data which I want to push into this, and then I create this on the I create this on, how do I, by the way, do this? Where's my, wait, that's wrong. Here we go. Okay, Rust, ChatGPT, where's ChatGPT? How can I learn anything without my assistant? Okay, in Rust, how do I give a box node lifetime? Okay, tell me. Oh, do I just? Oh, I think I know how to do it. Okay, but that's actually okay. I should finish waiting for it. Okay, blah blah blah. Next, don't show me the whole implementation, please. Wait, I need to do this? No, I don't. Oh, you're spoiling too much, way too much. Show me how to make a. No, this is way too easy. I don't like it. Why is this an option box? I thought. Okay, whatever. Let's do it my way. So I need to create. I'm basically need to create a node where the node is going to be node new I. Yeah, this is basically it. And then having this thing, what I need to do is I need to put it, you know what, I'm going to actually like push front to do it, push front, because that's easier, and I just need it for testing anyway. So self is a list, which means self dot, no, n is a box. I have absolutely no idea how to unwrap it, but unwrap is just like, or maybe I don't have to unwrap it. I'll figure it out in a second. So n dot, what I need is n dot next is going to be whatever is self dot start. That might be none. And then what I need is self dot start is going to be some n, but I actually need a mutable reference to it. But yeah, the issue is that I need a node and I'm allocating to the box. Will this work? It likely will not work. It likely be like what that ChatGPT thingy said, as in I will actually need to do a box here as well. Okay, I'm not going to do a print yet. Let's just go with this, and let's do let a list be a list, so like list new. Okay, and then I'm going to push front a couple of things like 4, 3, 2, 1, and start trying to compile it, to build it, which is obviously going to fail, but that's fine. By the way, does cargo, like if I do cargo build in this directory, does it understand? Yeah, it understands. Okay, so I'm missing a semicolon, which is fine. And I need a clear because I need this, yeah. Expected named life, okay, so yeah. It complains that, I guess like the option gets this lifespan, but I also need a node with this lifespan. Cool, I cannot assign because n is declared as, not declared as mutable, it should be mutable. Okay, cannot move out of self-start, which is behind mutable reference. So self-start is, because next is going to get an option, and self-start, this is already an option, so cannot it just like, can't you just steal it, or do I have to do some unwrap? So start moved due to this method call. Consider asref as mutable to borrow the type content. Move occurs because I want to move, yeah. Which does not implement copy trait. Yeah. Okay. I don't want it to. I do want to move it out, but I guess I don't have that kind of control here. Cannot move out self-start, which is behind a mutable reference. Let me think, what do I do here? It's pretty interesting that I cannot do this either. Like the types match, right? But it says move, but which does not implement. Okay. Cannot move out of, which is behind a mutable reference. Which is okay. And n doesn't live long enough. Okay, but, well, this is fair. This is a bigger issue. N will not live long enough. But, oh, because I get what's going on here. So, okay, perfect. So I don't really have an idea what to do, which kind of means that let's go with the other part of the thing which I wanted to do. So let's fail quickly. I'm going to go back later to this code. And now somebody told me that they have a nice reference to a list, a save link list, which I can implement. And I think that was Doubly. So let's check this code. I'm going to note it here. List do I? No, I don't really have a reason to note it. Okay, and this is a doubly linked list. Implementation is in safe Rust for educational use only. Sounds good. Aside from bidirectional search, this implementation keeps it as simple as it gets. Okay, so Imbus 64, thank you very much for providing the source code. It's 7 months ago, so it's pretty new, and there's not a lot of code actually. Perfect, so I'm going to transcribe it, and hopefully I will learn something in the process. So let me create a new directory for Rust. Cargo new, and let's call it, what do we call it? Imbus, I guess. Imbus, or is it Imbus? Imbus 64 linked list. Okay, there we go. And let's go src, and yeah, I guess I can just implement it in main. It doesn't matter. So let's quickly type it in. Let's just do this. R4 is going to be Imbus 64. I guess I can actually like go to the profile of this person to. It's just Imbus. Okay, I write code. Okay, there we go. Cool. So let's go. Bare minimum double linked list in safe Rust uses RC and ref cell to get around the borrow checker. Should not be used for anything besides learning. I am learning, all good. If a real linked list is needed, use the unsafe version in the standard library, std collections linked list. Perfect. I'm going to go through the standard library basically at some point, because like part of learning a new language is obviously knowing the ecosystem, meaning also knowing the standard library and like most popular libraries, I guess, as well. So std cell ref cell, use std rc. Okay, and I will figure out what this is in a second. So type link is rc ref cell node. RC ref cell. Okay, this is already a little bit cursed, but okay. Then derive clone. And this is totally going in a different direction already. Struct node value, value, no lifetimes. Pref option link, next option link. Okay, abstract. I'm totally not typing in, you know, doc comments, just ignoring that. Okay, size is usize, head is option. Okay, option, this is the same way as I tried to do, option link. Cool. And then I do implementation of the list. Creates a new empty, okay. Pub function new list. But wait, as I said, I'm basically learning Rust only on the live stream, so if you're wondering why don't I have any great breakthroughs between live streams, is because, yeah, it's because like I literally stopped yesterday on the live stream and continuing today. Now, one thing which I will do after some time, I will like end the live stream and say, yeah, I will read this article or read this chapter in the book or read this or watch this like talk before going to doing the next live stream. So I will be doing some things offline, which just like wouldn't make too much sense if I'm just going to watch something. It's just like, yeah, maybe you can do a watch party on my Discord or whatever. If you want to join our Discord, is like just go to genvailcode.pl, like my blog /Discord, and there's a link ready for you there. Okay, pushback. We create a node with a value, so it's not they are not doing any node new IC. They are just like tail clone. Okay, self tail clone. No idea what this does. Next on. Why does it clone something here? I don't know. Okay. So this is pushback, and then I'm doing a shadowing node. And this RC thing is going to do a new ref cell, new node. Which I have no idea what this is. Then I'm going to match self tail. I see like ifs aren't really popular in Rust. Everyone just does match all the time. Okay, if it's a reference pref tail? It's a, okay. Pref, I have no idea. Borrow a mutable next. It's equal to RC clone node, yeah. Okay. Borrow next is okay. Borrow mutable pref some RC clone pref tail, and self tail is equal to some RC clone node. Okay. I'm using some borrow mutable from pref tail and node. Node I know is this RC element thingy. And then I'm creating some sum things, because that's, yeah, if I'm doing like dot. Okay, interesting. So I'm guessing this borrow mut is related to this ref cell. I have no idea what the ref cell is, but I am going to check in the documentation after I type this in. Some RC clone node, and obviously I am not going to use like, you know, just like create my own linked list and then use it. I'm going to use the STD collections one when I need it later on. But it's an interesting exercise because it says a lot about the language, and what it shows about the language is that this language is weird, and yes, weird is a proper scientific term. Self size plus 1 plus equals 1. Okay. So in case it's sum, then something. If in case it's a node, then it's kind of funny. Why do we do it like that? And also, how come self-tail, tail is an option link. How come self-tail can be node? It's supposed to be a link, right? I don't understand how this type can like somehow match one of these types, but okay, I am just learning this language. Wait, no, not node. Okay, thank you, chat. You are amazing. This makes a little bit more sense. Now it makes sense because yeah, it's some, yeah, okay, now it makes sense. Thank you, chat. Yeah, this isn't like some weird Rust feature. It's me not being able to type incorrectly. But that's where you come in. And you are amazing people. Index use size. Okay, so I guess the more canonical way is not doing a spacebar. Option I32. Oh yeah, this is just like getting something. Ah, but okay, I get it. Get link at index. Get link at in. Oh, that's some function which I'm going to implement. Sum node. Sum. If it's a sum node, if it matches, then sum as ref node as ref borrow value clone. Wait, do I actually need to clone a value? A value being I32. Do I have to literally clone it? That's unusual for plain old data for primitive types. Maybe that's like related to this refcell thing. I don't know. Get link at self index use size. So apparently sum is like sum is what an option can have. An option can have is like optional, std optional in C++ basically. So it can either return like I either like not have a value or have like a value which is specified here by this type, right? And if it doesn't have a value, then it basically matches to none. And it has some value, and it has some value that matches to some. And this pref is going to be that a reference to that value in this case, because this ref is there, which I still don't understand when you use ref, when do you use just this, but apparently, yeah, I will learn at some point. Okay, option link. The live stream today is going to be pretty short actually, because I need to do something in the evening as well. If index is more or equals self-lan, turn on. Self-lan, do we have actually length? Oh wait. How does it? Oh, because len is going to be a method. Okay, never mind. I was like, hey, is this some like inherent property? No, it's just a method. Let direction from head index size to. Oh, this means like which direction are we going to look for it, from the back or from the front? That makes sense. That's a nice implementation. If direction from head, then index. This is a nice syntax. Self size index. I like this syntax. What I'm seeing here is way better than, you know, what you're doing with like index equals direction from head. Yeah, like self. Like this syntax in C++ is, it's a little bit messy. and this is way better, way better. It's messy, like especially when you have a lot of else ifs in that shortened if syntax. Okay, let mut current direction from hex. I am amazing. Where did I do this? Yeah, you see, that's when you're like once low-level hacker, always low-level hacker. Also, please excuse my formatting. I know, but I just like switched into two indentations, 2 space indentations instead of 4. But I usually type in 4, so maybe I should reformat this later, I guess. Match direction head. Where am I? Here. Yeah. Okay, true. Then RC clone self head as. Yeah, I will have to do some weird exercises with when it comes to these, like when do I use as ref, when do I use a ampersand and so on. Maybe I'm treating ampersand wrong. I think this is my mistake. But I kinda am structuring in my head what's the order of things I should learn. 4 in 0 index. Then we do current equals match direction from head. True RC clone current as ref borrow. Yeah, like this is like, yeah, like pretty funny, like borrow. This is even weirder what's going on here. I don't understand what's, oh, because it's current. No, I understand. Never mind. But like as ref borrow next, as ref, yeah, unwrap. Nice. Current pref here. Okay, and then I return some current. Okay, this is. Okay, so RC is apparently, according to Plasma 000 on the chat. In short, RC is reference counted pointer, like short pointer in C++. And the ref cell does runtime borrow checking. Oh, instead of you mean compilation time borrow checking. Okay, so this is interesting. In that case, that means a link apparently is a reference counted pointer to a wrapper which is doing runtime borrow checking for the node. Okay. So I'm guessing okay, this is also what you folks said on the previous live stream. You basically told me that like there are 2 ways to do linked lists, double linked lists in Rust, and that is to use either reference counters, which I'm guessing is what we are seeing here, or you use unsafe. So the latter, I'm guessing that means that you can that means that you can sometimes like disable the borrow checker, right? And actually like implement a linked list which is kinda normal looking, not really weird looking. Okay, let's do just this. Okay, I'm not. Wait, there's this like cargo format thingy, right? Cargo FMT. But it hates me because I am apparently wrong. Why am I wrong? Unclose delimiter. I am wrong because I didn't close the delimiter. Isn't this a close of delimiter? That's weird. Or did I miss wait, it should tell me, right? Because this is an amazing compiler, which means that it should tell me. So here, Okay, that option has too many. Option link. It told me the yeah, okay, this because I made the mistake initially. And then I have in use here. Yeah, okay. And now it should reformat it, but it reformatted it to 4. Please reformat it to 2. Can I? How to tell cargo FMT to use 2 space in indentation. Okay, dash style indentation. Okay, yeah. Recognize. Okay, can I? Plus nightly. What does plus nightly do? Okay, but nightly is not installed. Okay, well apparently I am using 4 after all, because the toolkit said so. Okay, when there are tests, I don't care about tests because I have a main function. So if I have a main function, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a test. So I'm going to create a list. How do they create a list here? Okay, they just do this. So let mutable list be last list. List new. Oh, what is going on here? 0 to upper bound for each I. Wow, what is the syntax? That's like JavaScript syntax, but better. Okay, so let's do it like this for each. I is an iterator, I'm guessing, in kind of weird brackets. Or is it just taking the absolute value of I here? Push back I as I32. Okay, because, yeah, apparently it doesn't... Like, I have no idea what's the type here, so I need to do this. If I knew what the type is, I wouldn't have to do this, but I kinda know I can do this instead. So this should... But maybe this won't work, because maybe this doesn't... Oh, I'm actually curious. I'm going to check in a sec. Okay, so this is fine. Now what I can do is I can print it. So to print it, I need to walk through it. So let me try to do that. That was like 4, 0 to 10. No, wait, for I in 0 to 10. This is how I do it, right? Oh, I don't even need the brackets. Wait, I need the brackets. No. Yeah, I don't even need the brackets. Cool. I can do print ln, and then I do the list dot, was it like get link at I. Get link at? That's not what I need. Did I miss one function? Oh, I just need get, not get link at, get. Get, and get returns, so I need to unwrap it. Okay. And now it should be fine, so let's try to build it and run it. Cargo run. And it, wow, it even compiled without any typos. Perfect. So now, first things first. If I do this, do I get a type error? I don't get a type error, so why was it there? Okay. I can use ranges as iterators. Panbubr. I understand the words which you told me. I don't understand what's the... How could I use it here? Unless you mean... Yeah, I don't, but okay. Okay, so let's look at the code. So they are creating a link for them is a reference counted ref cell. Well, ref cell is something. Rust, what's a ref cell? A mutable memory location with dynamically checked borrow rules. A mutable memory location with dynamically, okay. Okay. Okay, I guess this is something I'll have to learn later. RefCell uses Rust lifetimes to implement dynamic Borrowing. A process whereby one can claim temporary, exclusive, mutable access to inner value. Borrows for ref_cell are tracked at runtime, unlike Rust's native reference types, which are entirely tracked statically at compilation time. An immutable reference to ref_cells. Maybe not. I need to do one more thing. I need to do notes. This like question: are linked lists in Rust evil? Answer: yes. Here are some cool links. Okay, so Doubly sent me this one, and then I'm going to do this. Okay. Okay. An immutable reference to ref_cell inner value can be obtained with borrow, and a mutable with borrow mut. Okay. They first verify that Rust's borrow rules will be satisfied. Any number of immutable borrows are allowed, or a single immutable borrow is allowed. Wait. I think this should be mutable here. Like, you can either do infinite number of immutable borrows or a single mutable borrow is allowed. Yeah, but never both. If a borrow is attempted that would violate these rules, the thread will panic. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's good to know, but I am not the only person who makes mistakes with Rust. So yeah. See, I found a mistake. How awesome is that? I wonder if there's like an easy way to fix it. Like, you know, but this is like generated from code, right? So like in like a some pull request or something. It's not Wikipedia where you can just click edit. Okay, so what's going on here? Pushback. Okay, because new is simple, then get is linked at. Okay, let's take a look what's going on here. So RC reference counting clone. It clones something that it gets self-head as reference unwrap. Self-head is going to be an option to link. So it gets a link and it's going to, okay, so it gets a reference counter and it's going to clone the reference counter. Reference counted pointer. Does it clone the object which is there? This is what I'm guessing. A Rust RC clone. RC clone docs. Give me a documentation for this. Thank you. Okay, reference counted, a single threaded reference counted pointer. What does it mean? That means that it's not synchronized. Okay. That's good to know. I'm guessing. Okay, what is clone? Give clone. Here's clone, trace implemented clone. Okay, RC new to owned. Yeah, I'll have to read a lot about this stuff, because currently it's like, I'm pretty sure I know the concepts and I have absolutely no idea how they map to Rust. But sure, whatever. Arc would be the thread safe version, that's what the KDM writes. Okay, Pambu writes that ranges like 0 to 10 or 0 to equal 10 are structs that implement iterator trait. Really? You can do for each or map on them like vec or hash map struct that also implement iterator trait. Hey, that's cool. So that's like, really? This is just like a struct? Like if I do let a be like 0 to 10, and then I do, what was the trick? the trick was like, let this be this equal to A, something like that. And then it should error with the type of A, right? Okay, unnecessary parentheses. Okay, if it's unnecessary, then it's unnecessary. Okay, oh yeah, this is found range integer. Okay, so it's a range thingy. It's kind of like in Python in that case, but there's some like Rust range, some like range thing. Okay, it's a structure which has a public index and start, and it implements iterator, I'm guessing. That's what you told me, right? Okay, it's empty. Trait implementations, clone. I can clone it, I can debug it. Default, no idea. Oh, default, what does default mean? I don't know. Anyway, double-ended iterator. I'm guessing this is the trait. What does it mean that an iterator is double-ended? Exact size iterator. Okay. Cool. Oh yeah, and the iterator, here we go. Step, the type of the element being iterated over next. Okay, so I can just advance over it. Cool, really cool. Okay, cool. And I'm actually going to finish the live stream for today. I think I learned something. I am pretty sure I have no idea what's going on here. But yeah, I am going to come back to linked lists basically in some hours after I accumulate a little bit more hours, because yeah, because like currently I have no idea what I'm looking at, but I kinda am starting to get a picture of what I should learn, which is a good thing. So then after I learn it, I will revisit linked lists and I will try to implement them again, hopefully successfully that time. So yeah, that's it for today actually. Thank you for being here, folks, with this like on this journey with me basically. Thank you to Voxer Charlie, who was my moderator today, and for everyone who was like sending hints, to everyone who was sending hints, or like between the live streams, like sending me tips on the programming channel on my Discord. That's much appreciated, even if I don't always reply. I do read through all of them. So thank you very much, and see you on the next one, where I have absolutely no idea what I will be doing, but it will be in Rust. So yeah, take care, bye bye. And this stream, as usual, will cut on in a different, like, random moment, because I still do not have the end screen implemented.